Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg, out of the studio, down at the Rolling Pin Bake Shop with my favorite baker cook extraordinaire, Tanya. Happy New Year. Welcome back to another year of Talking Fitchburg.
Thank you, Jeremy. I'm so happy to be with you again.
I may have pushed your buttons a little bit this time. I'm like, you always ask, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And I'm like, well, New Year, why don't we try
something
soup.
healthy.
Soup and sandwich on a healthy diet. Because everybody starts to diet and think, not this guy, but everybody else starts to diet and do things. Meanwhile, I'm just listening and processing and deciding if I'm going to diet or not. But that's near or there. I'm excited. So anytime we can include something that's called the, what is that?
Spinach?
The 445M turbo mixer. I get excited.
Okay.
That's almost a yard long.
And that's bigger,
that's what
bigger
makes
than
this,
our chef.
That's what makes this show the best, Tanya. I appreciate it.
Okay.
So tell me, what are we going to be doing today?
So today we're going to make semi-healthy option for soup. It's tomato Florentine. So take a guess. What would be in tomato Florentine?
Well, besides all these great vegetables and things over here, I bet you a tomato base of some sort.
Yeah, tomatoes and some spinach. That's what makes it healthy.
The spinach. So you're first starting with sauteing.
Saute some veggies to get the flavor for the soup. And I usually use clarified butter and some olive oil.
As your base?
As my base to start. So I turn that on a little bit. And I chopped some onions. I love onions.
Big
More
onion fan?
Yes.
More onions the better?
Fan. More onions, better flavor. Carrots, they're beautiful.
How many onions in
2 onions. Well, this is a large batch, so we're gonna serve to customers, and you can have some too.
Hey, I'm not, no judging.
Okay.
I don't
All right.
know what you're talking about.
All right. And some celery. It's approximately 3 to 4 stalks of celery.
Okay.
And also we have
the main
fresh
course.
Tomatoes.
Any special preferred tomatoes, since there's a billion names of them out there?
You can use heirloom tomatoes. I use regular on the vine.
On the vine tomato.
Vine
You heard it here first on Talking Fitchburg.
That's right. It's kind of hard to find the best tomatoes right now because it's a winter time and tomatoes are not as tasty as summer tomatoes. But you can still make the soup taste delicious. Okay, and we will do it now. So while we're sauteing, I'm gonna add my wonderful garlic.
This is what my wife loves.
Garlic?
She's
I
a
love
big.
garlic.
I mean, I love garlic. Sometimes my stomach says otherwise, but I still dig it.
It's antioxidant, so you have to have it.
You have to have
You
it.
have to
You've
have
been
it.
told. All right.
It's the
So
best flavor.
sauteing wise, any special tips?
No, you just get a nice spatula and try not to burn the bottom of the pot. So you watch your veggies while you're sauteing.
And you're going for a nice tender.
Yeah, tender sauteed veggies, and then we're gonna ask our Isidro, our chef, to use his biggest grinder. How did you call that thing?
Well, I was trying to read the name. It's the 450 Turbo.
Yeah, that's gonna be turbo.
That's a name. Reminds me of Home Improvement. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it's a scary thing.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of noise, but it does the job.
That's what we're going for, flavor and noise on this show.
Yep.
Let me tell you what.
Exactly.
Preston's missing out today. That's all I'm saying. Or maybe he's running the camera. I can't tell you that. That's our movie magic here. But all right, so we're gonna saute. You're continuing to saute, but you're gonna ready for grinding.
Yes, we have to get that those veggies nice and soft. So while we're waiting for them to get soft, I have crushed tomatoes here and tomato juice. Okay, that's additional stuff goes in the soup. Okay.
All right.
All right. So we're waiting for veggies to be soft. We are going to start on the bread. What do you usually serve with tomato soup. Jeremy, I think it's classic in America.
Of
What
course,
is this?
it's Wisconsin staple like no other. I would call it grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Good.
Nailed it.
So we have very good bread for grilled cheese. I call it Russian white. It reminds me of bread that came from my country.
Oh, okay.
So Russian white we bake it from scratch by hand, and it's very popular for grilled cheese.
I like
So
this thick cut
I'm
bread here.
gonna-
This is
yes,
good.
you don't want it too thin unless you're on a diet. So you can cut it thin.
I told you I'm not on a diet, but
Okay.
folks out there might be.
All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use griddle, and I'm gonna brush my bread one side with butter, okay? And turn outside with butter on the griddle. I also prepared 3 different cheeses. We're gonna use 3 different cheeses. Since we're in Wisconsin, why not? We're adding a lot to our grilled cheese. So I'm gonna use cheddar cheese, provolone, and Swiss cheese.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So while we are sauteing veggies, our grilled cheese is melting.
Now you're cooking this. This is different. See, I like throw it on top, and I feel like I'm making a mistake on how I do this.
You can do it a different way. If you don't have griddle, you can use pan, just a frying pan. But then I use another frying pan to put my sandwich under press.
Ah,
And
okay.
then you kind of grill it from both sides. You flip it over and press it again. And then the cheese melts evenly and you get that crust from both sides. So you
Well,
get success.
I'm officially upset with myself. All right, Tanya, the vegetables are
Nice and
getting soft
Yep.
and tender. It smells really good. And I still have to go back to work. Everybody's going to be asking me, what did you do today? I'm like, cooking.
You were hanging out with us.
No, I was cooking. What are you talking about?
Okay. So now I'm gonna put my crushed tomatoes.
Ooh, that looks like a good pizza sauce almost.
Pizza sauce. Yep.
Yep, no.
You probably can make pizza sauce out of crushed tomatoes.
Hey, I might ask you to make us pizza sometime.
Oh yeah.
It
we'll
might
do
not be
that.
out of the question.
And then I'm adding my tomato juice. Okay. And we're gonna let it boil. I'm gonna ask Isidro to to take care of my veggies. Okay, why don't you use your big mixer?
Okay, time for
You
it.
need to puree them. Yes.
Go for it. We got to watch this.
Bigger than our chef.
I knew I was in the wrong business.
That's good. That's perfect. Okay, thank you very much.
That is an amazing tool right
I
there.
am always afraid to use this thing because it just scares me. I use food processor. Whoever doesn't have that big machine, and I know you guys don't have this kind of tool at home, use your food processor, okay?
And meanwhile, you've been cutting up.
Yes, I chopped my spinach. So I'm asking Isidro to open another can of tomato juice. You can, if you're not a vegetarian, I'm making this vegetarian, total vegetarian. If you're not vegetarian, you can add maybe 4 cups of chicken stock.
Oh,
To
okay.
make it more flavorful. And I'm gonna add my spinach. All right. Thank
Standing
you
in the
very
middle of
much.
success here.
That's okay. Just a little bit, not too much.
So you'll put this in there, and
It's
then are you
beautiful,
gonna?
isn't it?
It is very colorful. It
Very
looks
colorful.
wonderful.
We can't wait to try it, right?
I am pumped to try it. And so you won't have to grind this down again now, right?
No,
this
you don't. I
This is
usually
all set to go.
leave leaves like that. Yeah, I chop them a little bit, but you can chop even thinner if you want.
If you really
I
want to
like
go
it this
crazy
way.
bisque, is that
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So I'm gonna add maybe half a cup of heavy cream, just to make it colorful and creamy. I don't like too much cream in the soup. Look how pretty it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. And the final touch is my favorite herb, is parsley.
It's your favorite.
It's my favorite, one of my favorite herbs.
Remember that trivia question, folks out there.
Yes.
Tanya's favorite.
My favorite parsley.
And there you have it.
There we go. Soup is ready.
Gooey in the middle.
Delicious.
The final product is behind you for serving and plating. It looks beautimous. Look at
There you
this.
go.
This is impressive.
So you dip it in soup and enjoy it.
Okay, Tanya. Well, now your job's done. My job's ready to move forward here. This is a rolling pin bake shop. Tanya making this look so easy, and
Thank you.
again, you're missing out on the smells. It's wonderful.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Jeremy.
No, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you for watching
Thank
us.
you as well for your help on the Turbo 450. That thing was
He's
awesome.
the best chef. Come and see us. And,
He's the happy chef, by the way.
Try our food.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
You.
All right, that is it from the rolling pin. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. It is Talking Fitchburg.